girl T, back with another live video, y'all. In today's video, I'm going to try and see if I can do one of my not my do one of the patterns, the the 𝐂𝐿𝐒𝐄𝐓 wristlet pattern. I'm doing it at 70%. But if you're new here, I'm your girl T from Tee So Crafty. Please do one of four things for me, well, all of these things for me. Please like the video, leave me a comment, subscribe to the channel, turn on the notification bell, and actually 5, hit that hype button if you can. Hey Rudy, how are you? Welcome in. All right, y'all. So the first thing that we are going to attempt to do is we're going to attempt to quilt this. Now, I don't know how this is going to work on this machine because, again, this is a new machine, so we're gonna try and wing it together. Now, hopefully, this is gonna let me be great and get it under there. Okay, there we go. So I don't have the knee lift or whatever connected all the way properly yet, so we're not going to worry about that. So I'm using a Tex 70 weight thread. This thread came from 𝐂𝐿𝐒𝐄𝐄, I do believe. If not, it might have came from, no, it came from 𝐂𝐿𝐄𝐄, I believe. If not, I'll double check before I link it. It's either 𝐂𝐿𝐄 or 𝐂𝐈𝐓, okay? One of those two people. So hopefully you guys are having an amazing, what is today, Tuesday, right? So hopefully you guys are having an amazing Tuesday already. Let me grab my scissors from right here, and we're just going to clip these threads, okay, to the best of our ability. Welcome in, everybody. Welcome in. All right, so far, I believe that we're off to a great start. Now, start to finish, this probably would take somebody about maybe 15-20 minutes if they were seasoned. I can sew. I don't sew fast, and I definitely will not be that fast on this before or either my 𝐃𝐈𝐒𝐄𝐄 because I really am still trying to get acclimated to sewing on industrial machines. But I will say, from what I have done on it, I love it, okay? It's not as scary as I thought it was going to be. You just kind of have to learn your machine and take your time, okay? I'm not really back stitching on this quilting. I don't know if I should be, but I think it'll be fine, okay? I think it'll be fine. So I know a lot of you guys are at work, so if you are in the bushes, thank you. Leave that like button for me, and thank you above all for coming to see what your girl is doing. Now, I can tell you right now that my lines are quickly fading. This is a air erasable sewing pen that I'm using. So my lines are definitely quickly fading. Now, the idea of printing this at 70%, because y'all, I like to give credit where credit is due. So my sweet friend Heather came up with this idea to print this at 70%. I liked it. So here we are doing the 𝐂𝐿E𝐄𝐄 at 70%. I am going to do the 𝐂𝐿E𝐄𝐄 as well at 100% because I like the way that looks. Now, I've already tried to make one of these earlier, and it came out all right, except and I'll show y'all what that looks like, but I thought I heard a noise or something, but anyway, so it kind of got caught up in the thing, but it still looks cute. And guess what? We have coins in it already, and we're gonna use it, and that's on period. Okay. All right, now what I'm going to have to try and figure out is where these lines that go down are, because I can't see them anymore. So at this point, we're just kind of going with the flow right here. Now going down, I'll back stitch. So this is an 𝐂𝐿𝐒𝐑 wristlet pattern by, I think, Toby Dick Style. And then the idea of cutting it off, the idea of printing it at 70% comes from Heather. And I'll link both of those channels down in the description box for you guys as well. All right. And believe it or not, I really do not have to cut thread every single time. So remember, guys, right now we're just guesstimating because my lines surely have what? Disappeared. Oh my God. They're all gone off my other one. Oh boy. Oops. So we'll definitely be guesstimating on that one as well. And really and truly, you probably should do one panel at a time and not mark them both. But hey, it is what it is, right? It's sewing. You live and you learn. Okay. You live and you learn. Hey, Ninja Armory, Juki sewing machines, kick Vivor's ass. Yes. I love, like I said, I have the Juki and I have the Vivor. I've sewn more on the Vivor than I have the Juki. But I will say, when it came to putting this machine together, the Juki was, not the Juki, the Vivor was a little bit harder to put together. Mind you, it's because I hadn't ever put one together. But when I got ready to put that Juki together, everything that I had learned from the Vivor, it definitely helped me speed that process up. But I will say that I think the Juki might be a better built quality. But I'll determine sooner or later who's the winner. Right now, I'm still trying to figure out what I'm gonna name the machines. I know. Yes, I name my machines. I do. Okay. So, and like I said, we are using a variegated thread today. And it either came from 𝐻𝐻𝐿𝐒𝐑 or 𝐿𝐿𝐒𝐑. And I don't really know how you say 𝐻𝐻𝐿𝐒𝐑, 𝐻𝐻𝐿𝐒𝐑, whatever it is. Y'all know, if you are in the sewing industry, you know who I'm talking about, right? All right. So there is that. All right. So we have our first one done, our first panel done. Now I'm only sewing on this Juki at the lowest speed possible, which I think is like 200 stitches per minute. I'm not at the point, y'all, all my lines are gone. Oopsie daisy. Okay, so we're just going to pretend that we can see those marks. Oh, we can see them somewhat. Not very good, but we're going to go ahead and we're just going to quilt this to the best of our ability. Okay. The ideal here was to quilt this at like 1 inch apart. That was the idea, but oops, sorry. That was the idea, but hey, stuff happens, okay? Stuff happens. But yeah, I do now. Vivor has all kind of. Oh, girl, hold on. No. Let me see if I can go this way and try to get myself. I don't want to be crooked, but if we are, we are. But Vivor has a lot of machines that I happen to love. And I need to, y'all, I'm moving and I've been going through stuff, unboxing stuff, finding stuff that, like, I just, oh, y'all, this quilting on this one is not going to be as neat as it is on the other one. So there's that. Let's just go ahead and put that out there. Let's just go ahead and put that out there. But anyway, we're still going to quote it and we're still going to rock with it. Okay. But anywho, as I was saying, Vivore has a lot of products that I like. And, you know, I love them. So you gotta pick and choose. Oh, goodness gracious, y'all. I don't know about this. Why did I let myself do? The lines just disappeared. It's okay. We're just gonna go with it. But they have a lot of machines that I love, that I use. And yeah. So happy Tuesday to you all. Hey, Donzel. Hey, Tampa. Hey, baby girl. How are you? Y'all, I was supposed to be going to the post office, but the way the post office be having my anxiety, and like I'm really trying my hardest to get to this post office, because I literally got like, well, not all of them are UPS. I mean, not all of them are USPS though. Some of these things that I need to mail off, they go to UPS. But the bulk of them, they go to the post office. But the post office just be having my anxiety too high. And baby, listen, okay? So, y'all. Oh, and if you are a member of my channel, I need you guys to make sure no later than, what is today? Today is Tuesday, November the 4th. So I need no later than November the 15th for you guys to send me your email address, as well, or send me an email with your email address as well as your address. So if you're a member of my channel, I will be sending you out a Christmas gift. Well, yeah, a Christmas gift, and it is going to require that you're going to need your email and your mailing address. Okay. So if you wish to receive the gift that I'm giving you for Christmas, just to say thank you for being, you know, for rocking with me every single month, no matter how long you've been with me, I am going to send you a Christmas gift. And yeah, y'all. So anywho, there's that. All right. So, and then I will try and put out a memo in the members only section. All of those good things. Yep. So I see 4 of y'all watching, 2 likes. Can I get those likes to match the views, please? And thank you. And if you happen to be watching, and our bobbin. Ooh, I think we're out of bobbin, y'all. Let me see. So to note if you're out of bobbin, we're gonna push this over like that. I'm gonna take this out. Oh baby, that bobbin empty, so it's empty. Okay. Let me see here. I think this is the one. Let me see. These right here are some, they're supposed to be magnetic. No, don't quote me. Hopefully this is the right one, because yeah. I feel like this is supposed to go all the way over. Y'all don't know about this. Hold on. Let me see if I can figure this out. Okay, it goes, oh no, I think it might go this way, all the way over, through here, come all the way around, and go through this little hole. So a magnetic bobbin does not go, Well, it is, they do have you can use magnetic bobbins. But I'm hoping that this is the right one. Because when I asked the little Rufus chatbot thing at Amazon, that's what he said. So, you know how that goes. Sorry if my head is in the way. Alright, so that looks like that might be. I don't know. We about to find out. Because I don't know. But I don't want this thread. Okay. Alright, let's see. Let's see the Amazon little chatbot give me the right shindig. Because I don't know. I don't know. Maybe. Yep, he did. All right. Woohoo! So it will be so much easier and better for me to use magnetic bobbins than the other bobbins, okay? Baby, I don't have time to sit and wind bobbin. Oh, no. I somehow lost it. So it started. Let me go down. And go down and see if I can catch the bobbin and bring it back up. Nope. Alright, so it works. I just don't have that bobbin threaded right. Oh, yeah. Definitely don't have that bobbin threaded right. Okay. So let's see here. It said, now this one, you go under there, around there. It's the same bobbin. It just looks a little different. Okay, let's see here. And this is where you have to learn. You're going to need to learn to thread these bobbins and stuff. I feel like this is supposed to... Hold on, y'all. I'm over here trying to figure out some stuff. I don't know. Okay. I'm gonna have to, I might have to watch a video on how to thread this bobbin, y'all, because, woo. Okay. All right, so let's see if we can kind of match this back up where we were. Hopefully. Can't make no promises, but we're going to try, okay? Hey, Mr. Greg. Hey, Miss Gloria. Hey, cousin. Hey, y'all. All right, I think we're back on the right track. And so, like I said, the quilting on this block will not look as neat as it does on the other one because my lines disappeared. But that's okay. That is okay. Why in the world does this bobbin keep... Hold on, y'all. I gotta figure this bobbin out, like, the fast way because I hate that it only sent me one bobbin, too. Hold on, y'all. Bear with me in the shenanigans, okay? Because I know it's in there, right? I just don't know if I have it. Oh, you know what? Maybe it does go around this way. I think it might does go this way. Let's see. Let's take this out. Okay, so this goes like this, I think. And then you take it all the way around. Okay, maybe that's it. Because that went a little more easier than I was doing the first time. And then in order to put it in, I know you hold up the little lock like so. Put that in. Let's try this again. Let's try this again. Yeah, because they're the same bobbin case. It's just one is magnetic and the other one is not. And again, we gotta hope that Rufus from Amazon gave us the right thing, because again, that is a chat bot. That is a chat bot. All right. Yo, I don't know. Look like we might be about to get a bobbin lesson on an industrial machine, because why is my bobbin coming up this way? It definitely should not be coming up on top. Oh my Lord. Oh my Lord. It can't be that complicated. It can't be. And see, you don't know how to thread the bobbin itself, because when you get the machine, even in the Juki, it's already, the bobbin is already in there. And I don't even know how we out of bobbin already. We ain't sold much of Jack on here. Now come on here. Let me see, girl. I don't know. Because it's got a slit right here, and you lock it under there. That much I know. Hey, Miss Karen. Hey, y'all. I hope I'm not missing nobody. And make sure that your bobbin is making a number line design when you put it in. Oh, okay, let's see. So Miss Gloria, it has like this little slit right here, and then it has this little slit. So if I put it down, oh, you mean like the letter P? Is that what we're looking for? All right, let's see. Let's see. Oh, goodness. Y'all. This is great. Okay, so it looks like the number P now. I mean, the letter P. Look at me. Sounding like the number P. I'm sounding like some of these kids that be skipping school, thinking a letter is a number. No. Let me get my life together over here. Okay. Let's see if that is right. It came out like looking like the letter P. Oh Jesus. Okay. Let me find a little piece of junk fabric over here. Let's see. All right. Okay, there we go. Look at Miss Gloria. Thank you, boo. From the screen. You a bad one. From the screen, she did that. Okay, then. Period. Okay. Now, back to the regular scheduled program, y'all. Because that's how you know she be on these industrials. A real OG. All right. So, again, like I said, my quilting will not be as neat as it was on the other one, because what? My lines disappeared. But that's okay. Little baby Ronnie, what's your name? Which one, y'all? these animals, I'm forgetting their name. That is Roscoe. You ain't getting out the cage. Hirsch, little boy. He think every time the door open, he's supposed to go for a ride, and he think he's supposed to go outside and play. No, that's not how that go, kid. And for those of y'all that know, the litter of puppies are here. They're like 4 weeks old now. They are doing well. What else? Yeah, I think that's it. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to just kind of go down on this and go all the way back across, just straight down. But I really love how my first one came out, but you know, had my lines not to disappear. I even took my time, used the ruler, all of the things, and yeah. I had no idea that when you use that disappearing air erasing marker pen, whatever you want to call it, baby, you don't have much time to play, okay? Just go and sew it, because you don't have much time to play. You do not. So I do have magnetic bobbins as well for the 𝐂𝐒𝐿𝐄𝐑, because like I said, your girl ain't got time to be sitting around here winding no bobbin. So I do like the feel, I think it's Feel Magnetic or Feel Mag bobbins. I do like those. So if you're interested in those, I will leave the link in the description box below for you guys. They do work great, especially when you know how to put the bobbin in your machine. There's that. Yes, Miss Karen, it's been a long time. Okay, it looks like some of my members are starting to pop in here. If you are a member of my channel, no matter how long you've been with me, if you want the Christmas gift that I'm going to send to you, it does require your email address and it does require your mailing address. So if you want to receive what I'm giving you, please send me an email at teesboutique615@gmail.com. If you cannot remember the email address, you can always go to the description box in the videos, and especially any old video, and you will be able to find my email address there. Okay. It's a small token of appreciation for saying thank you guys for rocking with me, no matter how long you've been rocking with me, because it does not go unnoticed, and I do appreciate you guys. So there's that, and you will have until like November the, I think I originally said like the 15th or something. I'll give you guys to like the November the 20th, right before the holidays, because right before Thanksgiving, because around Thanksgiving I plan to already have these mailed out. I'm trying not to let my anxiety beat me, but right now it's beating me. Going to that post office, it's just like, ugh. Okay, so this is what our quilting looks like on this one. It's nice and neat. You kind of get that diamond effect. Now, baby, over here, it's a little rough, but we ain't gonna worry about all that. Okay, so now what we're gonna do is we're gonna take our scissors as soon as I figure out where I put them at. Oh, I put them up here. I'm like, whoa, where are our scissors at? Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and we're going to cut all of this excess off. It is going to cut those excess threads off, all of that excess batting that we don't need. For me, it serves me a better purpose to have my stuff longer than I need versus having just enough. I make errors, and if I make an error, I want to have enough to where I don't have to throw the whole project away, okay? So there's that. And I know somebody's going to say, well, T, that's wasting fabric or wasting material. It very well may be, but hey, it is what it is. Maybe once I get a little more season, then we'll be better off. But for right now, this is what we got, okay? Okay. All right. So I'm just going to Do the same over here. Do the same over here. Now you can always, like, if it's a whole lot of material that you're wasting, you could always throw that in your scrap bin, your scrap bag, um all of the things, okay? So don't think just because you're cutting it off that you gotta waste it, because you really don't. You can take it and use it in a scrap buster project. Scrap buster projects are really, really good for quilting, for projects like this right here. So use up those scraps. Okay. All right. I'm just going to set that right there for the time being. All right, y'all. So I am going to show y'all one of these things right here. So this is one that we will be adding on here as well. Hopefully you guys can see that. We're just going to put this one on here. Actually, I think we might make another one, because this one, I don't really think it matches. Okay. Okay. So anywho, yeah, I don't think that matches. We ain't about to do that one. All right, let's go. Now, I do have a piece, 2 pieces of ripstock right here that we're going to use. I think I got this ripstock from maybe Soulful Therapy or Fabric Wholesale Direct. I don't know, but you could get this from lots of places, okay? You can get it from lots of places. But I will link those as well in the description box below. Excuse me. All right, now I'm choking, y'all. The next thing that we're going to do after I quit choking is sew a bag tag on here. Okay. Now, it might not be, it's not going to be like evenly spaced or whatever, centered, because why? Sometimes I can get it and sometimes I can't, but like today, this is probably going to be a little crooked, so let's kind of off center it, like so, down here, and we're just going to go with the flow. Okay, sorry, my arm is in the way. And we are going to leave the oops, the ooh, it's giving me a half stitch the wrong spot. Oops, I gave myself a half stitch way down here, and that ain't what I meant to do. No biggie. But anyway, as I was saying, we are going to use the same thread that is in here. I don't really feel the need to change it to one that quote unquote sort of matches this brown. Now what you see me doing, this is a half stitch. Now I do love that about the 𝐂𝐻𝐻𝑇. I do love that about the 𝐂𝐻𝐻𝑇. You have that half stitch, because sometimes that's all you need, right? Sometimes that's all you need is a half stitch, especially on corners like this. It's a little easier, maybe not for everybody, but for me, to hit that half stitch button. Okay. All right, and now I should be able to walk it the rest of the way. I'm gonna give it a little back stitch right there, and that's what we have. Y'all, I haven't sewed a tag that neat in forever. Okay, that neat forever. Okay, so I love that for us. All right, so all I'm doing now is I'm just going to cut off my threads here. All right, and ooh, I need to put a half stitch like right. I'm gonna just put a couple of stitches. All right. What are y'all doing for the holidays? Are y'all ready for the holidays? Like, what are y'all doing? I will be working. That's for sure. Because trucking don't stop. Okay? Whether it's holidays or not, we got to keep those trucks rolling so that you guys can get the things that you need. All right, so that's how that looks. It probably is a little crooked, but hey, that's okay. It's all good. It's not going to stop the purpose of what we need to get done. All right, so this is Zipper by the Yard. I'll definitely leave this in the description box below. You guys, if you sew and you don't have Zipper by the Yard, like, where have you been? Okay, Zipper by the Yard is where it is. Zipper by the Yard is where it is. All right, so I'm just going to put my rubber band back around it. Now, what you're going to do is, it is imperative to make sure that you have a lighter. Now, I'm trying to figure out, well, here's one of my torches. Let's see if it's got some flame. Of course, oh, it's got a little bit. So, I like the torches. I need to put some, more juice in it. Okay, I guess it just didn't want y'all to see it. And bring it back over here. Okay. Well, I just got to be sure that it singed properly. But as I was getting ready to say, I like the torches better. I feel like I get a more even burn or singe. So this, oh snap, look at me putting my foot on the whatchamacallit. So here's what we're going to do. I'm gonna have this piece right here with the label on it be the front. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this piece right here. I'm going to put my zipper tape right teeth side down. So in other words, right sides together. Okay, grab you a few clips and you're going to just pick a spot that you like. Okay, now I probably could get away with using number 3 zipper tape here, but I don't really feel like that right now. So there's that. All right, so this is called hex ripstop. Okay, you have, I mean, you could use either side you want, but one side has that, I don't know if y'all can hear that, but this is what I'm going to call the right side, and this is what I'm going to call the wrong side. So you want right sides together, and you want to make sure that you are lining this up with the, what do you call it, with the panel that you already have down. Okay, all right, so there's that, and this is what you should have. I'm going to take that and that, and I'm going to put it over there. Now I'm going to sew this, the whole project I'm going to sew at, except the zipper. Everything else I will be sewing at 3/8 of an inch. Okay, all right, and we will continue to use this same thread throughout our project, okay? All right. So far, easy peasy, right? And we're just going to cut those threads, okay? Flip this over. Oops, I got a piece of thread caught right there. And then we're going to flip this over. Like so, okay? Uh-oh, sorry guys, didn't mean to hit the camera. So you're going to flip it over like so, and you're going to top stitch, okay? So right now, I'm looking at right sides together on the ripstop, as well as the denim panel. Now, these denim pants, because these are pants, y'all know I cut up a bunch of my husband's pants a while back, so we're just using that denim. You can buy denim if you like, but if you have an old pair of pants that, you know, you don't want, an old jacket, whatever, you know, repurpose it, okay? So there's that. And I'm just going to keep and when you top stitch, you want to top stitch 1/8 of an inch away from that zipper, okay? And all I'm doing is just kind of making sure that my zipper stays out of the way. And we're just going to top stitch. I'm going to back stitch at the beginning and the end, like so. Raise that up. And be sure to cut your threads. All right, so this is what you should have. I don't know how good y'all can see that, but baby, that top stitch didn't come to play. Ooh, look at there, baby. Okay, so anywho, looking good, looking good, looking good. All right, great. I love that for us. Now, what we're going to do is we are going to repeat this same scenario, guys. And all I mean by that is you want everything to be right sides together, okay? Right sides together. So here we go. Walking you through that, showing you what it looks like. And you ultimately want to make sure that everything lines up with the edge that we already have. If you have a little bit of overhang from, because if you're like me, you can't cut, hey, that's okay. We can cut it off and shape it up. No big deal, okay? So, there's that. And then you're going to come over here. And again, you're going to put right sides together, making sure. Now, we're making what we call a zipper sandwich. So, make your zipper sandwich, make it nice and tight. And hopefully you chose grape jelly, okay? Hopefully that's what jelly you like. Anywho, let's carry on. Let's carry on. And we're going to repeat again that same process. And you are going to flip this over and top stitch. You're going to back stitch at the beginning and the end. That is important. All right. Raise that up. Go ahead and cut your threads. Y'all, I think these scissors might have had its limit. What y'all think? They seem to be struggling a little bit. Let me grab my scissors that I got from 𝐂𝐿𝐒 Creations. Shout out to 𝐂𝐿eLe Creations. I placed the order just to get stickers, and boy, did she hook me up. So shout out to 𝐂𝐿eLe Creations. I appreciate those stickers. These stickers that you see here are the courtesy of 𝐂𝐿eLe Creations. All right, so there's that. Now, what we're going to do is the same exact thing. We're going to flip this over. We're going to top stitch 1/8 of an inch away from that line. Kind of pull everything down so that it can match. And we can clearly see that I didn't cut that very well. But that's okay. That's okay. All right, so here we go, friends. 1/8 of an inch away. Be sure to back stitch at the beginning and the end. Oh, guys, so I know I've been getting a lot of DMs. Like, if you are friends with me on Facebook, you guys were asking me what happened. So the other night when I was driving my truck, I noticed that these people were telling me for about 4 miles. And I'm like, okay, every time I move, they move. I knew that I had to turn down a dark road that leads to Amazon. So lo and behold, I make the left turn. I clear the turn. And I mean, when I look back, they're like basically still at the light. And they waited till I got down this dark road, and they called themselves blocked me off at the light because I hadn't came to a stoplight. So they called themselves blocked me off at that stoplight. All right, guys, here you want to go ahead and add your zipper on. Oh, and you know what I forgot to do? Hold on. Before we add that zipper pull on, while I'm telling you guys what happened. So, anywho, I get down that dark road. They block me off at the light, pull in front of me. So this lady jumps out, and she's like, "You hit me." I'm like, "Lady, no, I didn't hit you." So in my head, I'm like, here we go again with this. Because like 2 months ago, a Mexican tried it with me, and it didn't end very well for him either. But long story short, it's a scam that they're pulling with truck drivers. Because I guess, you know, times is just getting that hard. But anyway, so myself said, T, just back up. Amazon, you can make it. 2 miles, you can make it. So I backed up a little bit. I went around them, and I went in Amazon because I know we have a bunch of cameras. Nothing's going to miss it. So by the time I get to Amazon, she follows me in the Amazon, and she, not only did she follow me in the Amazon, she proceeds to like pull on my truck door, and she's at my window now. So, okay, at this point, you are violating. So I took the truck door, and I opened up the door, and I knocked her with the door. So at this point, it's knocked her in her mouth and in her nose. And these truck doors are heavy, y'all. So anywho, you know, I let the best of emotions get me, and let's just say I tore her tail up out the frame. The police did come, and long story short, no, I did not hit them. And, you know, they let me go, and he told me, he said, well, you know, she violated by coming up to the truck. So you did what was best. You defended yourself, which that's what I did. So anyway, no charges filed. And the guy that was with her, he went to jail because he was wanted. So how you out here trying to commit a crime and you want it? Who does that? Them, obviously. But anyway, so I'm at another plant the next day, and somebody calls me and tells me that same lady tries that with another driver. So guys, if you are truck, not even so much if you're a truck driver. Truck drivers is who they're just trying to use as an opportunity. But it's this holiday season. This administration has the world up in a frenzy. So please just be careful and watch yourself. Not just because it's a holiday, but watch yourself in general, okay? Because it's that time of year. All right. So what we're going to do is, because I forgot to add it then, but it's no big deal, we're going to go ahead and add it now. And actually, it's going to make sure that we get proper placement anyway. So all I did was take a piece of the bottom part of the jean. I stitched down both sides. And now we're going to attach it and sew it on right here. So, yep, guys, I'm okay. At the end of the day, she wore the behind cutting. He went to jail. And that's that. So, yes, I'm okay. And I appreciate you guys for reaching out and checking on your girl. But be careful. Definitely be careful this holiday season. When you are driving, keep your doors locked. That's one thing I do. I always keep my doors locked, and I always make sure that I keep my dash dimmed. I keep my dash dimmed enough to make sure that, you know, I'm not speeding or any of that. And then it keeps people from knowing like how many people are in the vehicle with you and all of those good things. Okay? All right. So there's that. All right. Now what we're getting ready to do is we're getting ready to put this zipper pull on. And yeah, there's that. All right. Now, sometimes I can get these on the first go. Sometimes it takes me a minute. And let's hope today it's just one of those days where it's going to let me be great. Okay. All right. And I think we got it. Aha. And we do. Yay. Okay. So we're going to open this up. Now what we're going to do. Yep. I top stitch. So you're going to have right sides together. Okay. Making sure that you clip to hold them in place. You want this zipper to be right on top of your exterior, your main fabric, okay? You want that zipper to be right on top of that exterior fabric on both sides. That is important, okay? So make sure you clip there first on both sides. And that will ensure that your zipper will come out correct, okay? So let's just kind of push this up. And you'll see what I mean right there by lining that up. All right. So that's what we have. Now, we are going to leave an opening at the bottom in our lining, okay? So in this case, it's going to be our hex ripstop. And then I'll quickly show you guys how to put those little beaded, put those little beaded things together. All right, so here we go. I'm going to start about right here so that I'm not too much on that curve, okay? And you want to back stitch. Now remember, you want to sew this at 3/8 of an inch, only because you don't want your lining and things not matching up. And I'm just going to walk right over that zipper pull. Okay. Those are nylon teeth. So it's going to be okay. I'm going to give myself a little just kind of get that back under there. Now I do back stitch on my curves just because I want to make sure that they are secure. And then you're going to cut off any excess, and you want to make sure that you that ultimately you're catching everything. And here we go back over that zipper. I'm just going to ease over it. And okay. There we go. All right, and then I'm just going to back stitch right there. All right, so everything has been sewn around. I'm just going to stick my finger in here. And remember your zipper. Hopefully I said it, but find your zipper if you didn't leave it open. But I'm just going to stick my fingers in here. I'm just going to make sure that I don't have anything open, in which I do right here. So we're going to just put our foot down. I'm going to just kind of back stitch right there. And that comes from this bottom part being longer, which is no big deal because we're going to even it up anyway. So it'll be fine. Okay. Pull this out. And before cutting your zipper tape, you want to go through like I'm doing. Put your hand all the way in, or as far as you can get it in, and just make sure that you don't have anything coming apart. So that looks good. All right, now what we're going to do is we're going to take our scissors. Do not cut your stitches. Don't cut your stitches. And just kind of go off that side. Why are y'all fighting? All right, and then we're going to cut these threads off here. All right, and then you're going to repeat that process, but don't cut your threads. Go ahead and cut off that extra zipper tape, and you're going to make sure that you singe those edges, okay? And I'm going to singe mine here in just a second. And you want to make sure that you're keeping that, whatever you cut off, you want to make sure that you're kind of keeping that stuff where it doesn't go in your machine either. Okay, so apparently I cut the stitches right here. I didn't follow my own advice, apparently. So, let's see if I can manage to all right, and I got it back in the same hole, so that's very well. And we'll have to get all of this stuff up. All right, so there we have it. And then we're going to finish cutting these edges off around here and line that up. And we're just not going to cut our stitches. All right, so now that I think we're in a good spot, you are going to carefully, and if you have to open this ripstock up, that's fine, because sometimes, you know, it gets a little rough to turn. But here we are. Here we are. We're turning this bad boy. I love this variegated thread. These colors are blues and teals and all of that good stuff. I think it's going to be pretty good. Okay. Now before I push my ripstock down in there, you gotta just make sure you push everything out. That's what's most important. Pushing all those corners out. Oh, this is gonna be cute. This is gonna be better than the first one. Okay? All right. So that's why you practice your projects. And then you're just going to take your ripstop and you're going to do the same thing. Now, one thing about ripstop that I have noticed since using ripstop, it is just going to, once you put your finger down in there the right way, it's going to turn in on itself naturally. So let me just kind of, and then all you're going to do, making sure that I have all of this lined up evenly. I am going to back stitch. All right, and I'm back stitching there. There's the end of that. Cut that thread off. Now, I will say I tried this with foam the first time, and I'm getting ready to show y'all what that one looks like as well. But we're going to make one of these little beaded keychains really quick to go on here. So now all you have to do is push your ripstop down, push it in the corner, and oh my goodness, this is really, really cute. And this is a good craft fair item. All right. Oh, let's push these corners out just a little bit more. Okay. So that's what we have there. That's cute. Now let's make one of these. What do you call these people? These little keychain type deals right here. Let's make one of these. I think I'm gonna put, I thought I had like a teal. I do. Yep, I do. I do. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. These came from Amazon. I can link these in the description box below if you are interested. And so we have this focal, these focal pieces right here. So I think you get 2 of each one. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this guy right here. This teal and blue matches. So we're going to use that one. Let me grab a key ring. And the key rings look like this. Welcome in, everybody. If I missed you, hello. All right, so your key rings look like this. You can get these as well. I will link these as well. You're just going to unscrew this like so. Okay. I'm gonna put one of these little small ones first. And I think I'm gonna use, yeah, let me use a little gray small one. And you're gonna take it, they already have the holes in them. These are silicone beads. Actually, I think I'm gonna take this one off and I'm gonna use this color. Let's see, do I like that? We're gonna see. All right, and then we're gonna take our focal silicone bead like so. I think it'll be okay to add some of these other different colors in here. No, not that one, sis. You tried it though. All right, and then let's see, does white throw it off? No, not really. All right, so now I'm just going to kind of push down on my silicone bead just a little bit. It doesn't take much force at all. Okay, And all you're going to do is screw that back on like so. I just try to make sure that it is tight. Okay. So we have that. And let me show you what we're going to do with that. As soon as I'm just trying to close these back down. And these silicone beads they're great to have. They make easy, great gifts. So this is the first one that I made. I used a faux chenille iron-on patch from Hobby Lobby. I added this breast cancer keychain here. Now I could just open this up and slide this through. I do have a gate ring on here. It's purple. I don't know where my pink gate ring is. And then we do have a bag tag on the back. And we do have like a gray fleece lining. So these pants originally had fleece in them. I don't know if you can see. Yeah, there you go. They had fleece in them. So I just kept the fleece in there. And as you can see, or here, and you can see we have a bunch of coins in there. So let me see what other color gate ring I have in this pack. Ooh, I have a teal. No, that's kind of a light blue. Okay. I don't have a, I don't really have a, well, I guess I could put a silver one on there. I could. So we'll just add a silver gate ring. Okay. So let's grab this. And these gate rings come in different sizes. This is like the 1 inch or maybe a 1/4 inch, maybe. Let me burn that right there. I meant to do that a minute ago. Let me cinch this. Okay. Let me bring this down. All I'm doing, y'all, is just singeing these edges. Okay. So there's that. So you have your gate ring, or if you want this to be your whatchamacallit, you could put this on there. Let me get that gate ring out of the way. Lord, let me daggone nail so long. All right, let's see. Nail so long. Hold on, y'all. Let me see if I can get this in there. Hold on, give me 2 seconds. Let me see if I can get this in there with it probably has to go a little closer to me. But I believe my nail is probably the problem. Almost got it, I think. I think I almost got it. Yep, almost got it. Okay. Oops, I took it off. But long story short, you can't hook that piece on there. We ain't about to fight with that. But for right now, add that bad boy on there just like that. You can clip this to a bag, but we get the point. Look how cute that is, guys. Look how cute that is. Okay, so you have that. You have your little keychain. Got your gate ring. You got your hex ripstock on the inside. And it's quilted. We used variegated thread. So, y'all let me know in the comments what y'all think about the project. Let me know if you're going to try this. This 𝐂𝐿𝐒𝐍𝐄 wristlet, I will leave the link in the description box below. It is a free pattern. Thank you guys for hanging out with your girl. Until next time, peace, be blessed, stay crafty. I'm your girl T, and I'm out. One God, one love. Peace. Catch y'all in the next one.